The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. For spots in the NFC Championship game, this one is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And that hit stops him in his tracks. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. He's on the move. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, Etienne gets it. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. They've got a man in motion. Here's ETN on first down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it was such a privilege for me living up in the Pacific Northwest and covering the Legion of Boom. And when I see a play like that, all I see is number 25, Richard Sherman. Yeah, he could run his mouth and he could talk with the best of them, but he walked it with tackles just like that.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And they get there to touch him down. Brock, a big gain on that play.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Chooses to bring this one out. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Richardson throwing to start out. That pass is caught by Bell. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 46. Robinson has it. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On first down, it's Richardson. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw and force something. It brings up second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And after burning a couple early, they're down to one to work with now. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Finding Flowers. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. The Amador Lenore, they're on the stop. It's a dime look by the Vikings. 3rd down coming. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them are just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They motion the tight end over. Richardson on 3rd. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Connection made. Travis Etienne. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
That'll do it for 1 quarter of this NFC Divisional Round matchup. 7-3 is our score. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Now a give. It's Etienne headed left. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
1st and 10 from the 41. Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the 1st down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Back to throw, Hurts. That one complete to Njoku. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it. But these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now Hurts. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings now lead by 10. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off for the touchdown.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. That's taken in by Bell. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 24. This is reeled in by Wilson. This is ahead for about 5. Diamador Lenore there on the stop. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Richardson back to throw. To Wilson, but it's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. And the Vikings get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Davis gets it from the gun. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. That finds Ayuk complete. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Third down, 1 yard to go. Hurts looking to throw. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings push their lead to 18. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Chooses to bring this one out. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he makes the Hets go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone for him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. After the pick, Richardson back to the air. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. New set of downs for him at the 38. Motioning left is their running back. First down throw here from Richardson. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. A give now from the gun. Crosses midfield, still going. Down the sideline, inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers chop some of the lead off before the half. On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers make it an 18-point game. Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll give to ETN running right. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 38. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings boat racing them to the halftime locker room. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He fires one deep down the middle. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked by Derek Forrest.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
On 1st down, Hurts. Called in by Njoku, left side. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Hurts now from the gun. Brought in by Ayuk. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Panthers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
He's back to throw. Finding Flowers. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our 2nd half gets underway. Chooses to bring this one out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives a defense and a defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And solid running there gets him forward to the 39-yard line. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the 39. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Throw is caught by the back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A conversion unlikely, but the offense is going for it. 4th and 13. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And it falls incomplete.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They've got first down from the 31. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Justin Reed with the tackle.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the 30 on 2nd down. That one complete to Njoku. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Throwing here, Hurts. On the move, headed right. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll run, ETN. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Hurts to throw. And he's got it. That's a layout for it, but touchdown. The Vikings push their lead further to start the half. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Richardson now. That's taken in by Bell. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be touched down after a big play. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Richardson. That's complete to Wilson. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. From the red zone now. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers cut into the lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Panthers will trail by 25.
Panthers 17.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on 1st down, and brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 35 on 2nd down. That's taken in by Etienne. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, toss them with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. It's Dotson on the catch. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll try it left with Etienne. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. It's Vikings football, and they know they're only 1 quarter away from advancing here. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. This is caught inside the 15. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the gun, Etienne gets it. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They send a man in motion. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one's caught. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Trying it right side with Etienne. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun with Davis. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Vikings keep running away with this. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings continue piling on to this lead. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. First down throw here from Richardson. Oh, put some heat on this deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers putting up points in a game decided. And the Panthers leaving their guys out there. Look at this. They're trying for 2. He's throwing for it. And he has it in the end zone for 2. And that's going to chip away a little bit of that deficit.
Panthers 25.
Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, ball at the 36. They go right back to Etienne. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
A split second, all the Kips defense for making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Going to the ground again on first. And this is run down into the red zone at the 19. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 19. Buys time, rolling right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They've got a man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this is a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Trying again, following the sack. Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. A gain of 27 yards there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Finds a seam down the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Panthers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Now Richardson to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Complete out to the right. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Caught near the goal line. He has the Carolina touchdown.
Touchdown, Carolina.
The Panthers again going for two. To throw, Richardson. He's on the move. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have two available for them as we approach the end of this game. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Running it here with Etienne. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. A stoppage now for an injured player as we see, it's Travis Etienne who's in some visible pain and needing to look at from the training staff. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Third and long for him here. On the quick slant, it's Njoku. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The defense takes its third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he can't dig him out from deep on their own side. He's stopped inside the 10. Called out a punt at 47 yards. And it's going to be Panthers football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. And a man is there to knock that away.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Play action with Richardson. Escapes the pocket. Caught, nice gain left side. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they pick him off again. Picked by Derek Forrest. And the Vikings have the football as he records his 12th INT of this season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play. And that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense.